Okay, so the story of when I'd done my first medicine weekend and I left there. So what happened was I had medicine the first day. I didn't want to sit the second day. I was absolutely scared stiff. I didn't ever need to do that ever again in my life. It was way, way too much for this guy's nervous system. But the shaman said, you know, the second day will be really, really different. I can promise you it won't be the same as the first. And just on a side note of that, it was exactly the same medicine on both days, but she put intention to one, to go deep, and intention on the second day, to feel really good, to tune in with yourself, to be happy, to be knowing, to have knowledge. And the same medicine, but the different intention created two completely different experiences for me. So the second day was amazing. And then I slept that night, I woke up the next day, and I had a conversation with a young lady, and she said to me, it doesn't seem like you're listening to the messages that the universe is giving you. I've had that problem myself. And what I did was spoke to the universe when I connected and said, hey, really, really, really be clear when I get a sign. I'm stupid. I don't see this stuff. I'm so busy moving around. Help me. Make it really clear that I'm like, oh, okay, I hear you. I know you're listening. She said, ask for that and see what happens. I was like, all right. So I got in my car. Put my key in the ignition just before I left. I was like, oh, right, okay. So I said to the universe, I want a really clear sign that before I leave, before I get home on this journey, I want a clear message that you're listening to me. I want it to be so clear that there's no doubt in my mind. And, pardon me, I want a shamanic drum. I'd seen somebody in the ceremony had a drum, and I wanted one. So I got in my car, I started playing some music. I cried all the way down from the ceremony to the village. Every song seemed to have a meaning to me, and it just brought emotions up, and I just cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. And it was just this huge release. So I got down into the village of Mullumbimby, and I just pulled into this shop, pulled into the space, walked into the shop. It was a second-hand shop. And it was Australia Day here in Australia, so it was a bank holiday. There was not much going to be open because it's a public holiday. And I went to this shop. I said to the lady, hey, look, I'm looking for a drum. Have you got one? And she pulled out this little djembe drum, which was about this big. And I said, no, I'm looking for like a shamanic drum. She said, oh, there's a music shop round the corner, but he won't be open today. Where is it? She said, up the high street there on the left. I was like, okay. So I went looking for it. And then I found this, it was like a garage sale. It was like a few stalls that were in this open area that were selling bits and pieces. And I said to this guy, oh, you're from here? Yeah. I said, oh, this music shop, do you know where it is? Oh, yeah, man, that's just around the corner on the left, just past this shop. It'll be shut today, though. I said, you know what, somebody else has said that, but I'm going to go and see myself whether it's shut or not. So what I did was walk around there, I found the music shop and looked. It was closed. But when I looked inside, it was full of all different types of drums. And I had my face up against the window, and I was thinking to myself, how can I be so close to what I want, but unable to grab it? And it really hit me. It was just like, wow, there's some block here or something that you can call this in, but it's not there. And then I looked into the shop, and I saw a head moving. I just put my hand down onto the handle, and I opened the door, and I walked in. The guy looked round. I said, I can see you're shut. I can see you're not open. I know it's a public holiday, but I see you sell drums. I'm really after a shamanic drum. So he said, there's 3 over there. You take a look. So I listened to one, I listened to another, and I made a choice. And I made him an offer. He said, there is no offers in this shop. The price that's on the instrument is the price. I said, okay. Now, I'm not a guy that works with cash so much anymore. I like to tap and go. It's easy. I still love the currency of folding money. But I put my hand in my pocket and I pulled out some notes. It's like, oh, and I was just on my way to the car to get my wallet. And I looked, I had the exact money for this drum. Gave it to him. I said, thank you. Thank you for opening Thank you for allowing me to be served. And I left. As I got into my car, I thought, how clear does it need to be for me to see it? And when I spoke out, it came within an hour on a bank holiday, the exact thing that I wanted. I think that's a pretty cool story. If you did, amazing. If you didn't, you've wasted 5 minutes of your life and I'm super sorry. Maybe come back next time for another story. All right, I'm over and I'm out. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.